Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Queen's Wish. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that it chose to join me today in the city of Chinde, as it has a sun, I think. No, wait, is that normal? Has that been there all along? No, the sun is the Ukat symbol. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it there, but yeah, it has a sun. It's the thing. So, Master Camelo is here. Even though Master Camelo, yeah, but we talked to Master Camelo last episode, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Because my forts could use some resources, and he doesn't like talking about politics, despite talking about politics. We also have an iron bar that is not mine, but that probably isn't going to stop me from taking it, I would say. No, it is going to stop. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and, yeah, it's not going to stop anybody. Can you go away? I would really appreciate it if you went away. Can you? Can you do that? What did you say? He said don't indulge us? I don't need the iron bar for anything. But, yeah, he's going in there. Anyway, where are we? In town. Well, we went in here already, didn't we? Yes. What is it called? The Bottomless Fen. Yes, it is That is what fens are. They're vessels, not plants. Absolutely not. They're vessels. There must have been there must be another meaning for the word that I'm just not aware of. You suddenly and involuntarily. Sorry, my glasses are. I can't. Anyway, putting my glasses on correctly. Sorry. You suddenly and involuntarily gag. This corner of the city smells vilely. Sure, it's not just the tannery by the water. No, it's also the fact that everybody sucks in here. They're all terrible people. There is a massive graveyard, all mud, headstones, and the occasional bone protruding from the wet earth. It is bizarre, and the intense odor makes it very hard to keep from being a little sick. That is a very interesting dialogue right there, or at least, not dialogue, but text, because it wasn't, as it turned out, about how bad these people are. Huh. The keeper of this giant graveyard is walking the paths, a shovel held over her shoulder. She occasionally directs a visitor to one corner or another, or talks to a mourning Ukat about some recently lost family member. That's not a word, but still, recently lost family member. And then, because there shouldn't be a knife on there, then she notices you. She hurries to your side. You're the envoy, she says. I was told about you. I'm Tsura. I am keeper of the resting place. I have been directed to discuss our customs with you. You wouldn't usually be welcome, she says. Which sounds passive-aggressive to me. What is a resting place? I think the question is, what is this resting place? And she says, this is where the Ukatish of this region end. When they die, they are brought to this little plot of land to rest. And as you walk, you could swear you occasionally feel a bone crunching in the soft earth under your boot. Who is buried here? All of the Ukatish who die in Brocklands, members of our clan or not. The smell of decay is making you feel faint. You're the only one who notices it, though. Me going faint. Everyone in this region, you say? Everyone. Well, that explains the smell. Yes, the Ukat is cold and deadly. I keep thinking it's warm, but no. It's cold. Because, swamps. They're apparently cold. Sickness is everywhere. They're not, by the way. Swamps are not cold. Most die young. Some very young. Death is our companion. We don't hide from it. That probably explains why you die. That if you don't hide from the death, then it comes to you. Anything else, she says? I would usually not be allowed in here, you say. This is a sacred place for the Brock. All of our history and memory are here. This is one place we try to save, where we don't need to see how much we repulse you. Yes, because you're gross and awful people. Awful, just terrible people. Why am I allowed here now, though? Bracton Core told me that you were to be allowed, or to be welcomed. You are to learn our ways. I don't know why. It's above me. I just dig graves. He said that Lady Brock gave this order. Very odd. Yeah, tell me about Lady Brock. She is the leader of the Brock clan, but she has been in seclusion for years. She mourns the Lord of Brock clan. Yes, that she does. Why do you think I am allowed here again? As I keep going back to the same question. It's weird. It's like I don't get it. It's just I need to keep asking the same questions. And she says, as long as our people have lived, you outsiders have hunted us and insulted us. How dare you? Yet our lady said that we were to welcome you. I honor her. So I do. This is where our dead, rich or poor, are laid to rest. All Ukatish are united forever. It was very interesting. She nods. We know that some outsiders find us an interesting curiosity, an amusement. There is intriguing trivia to be found among the filth. Is she paraphrasing there? I think she might be paraphrasing. She doesn't sound like she's paraphrasing, but the only real way of interpreting what she just said is if she's paraphrasing. But anyway, I would, yeah, well, I guess that's that. There is interesting pieces of trivia to be found about, the dialogue of the Ukat absolutely baffles me. It just, the Ukatish leather workers are cleaning skins and working them into good leather. It's dirty, smelly work. When they see you looking, they turn so that you can't see what they're doing. Shame? Or just protecting the secrets of their craft? Master Zinaldo over here. Between the curing leather and the graveyard next door, the smells in here are troublesome even by Ukatish standards. Nobody but you seems to notice. The master of the workshop hurries up to you. A visitor, a customer. This unforced good cheer is a refreshing surprise. I am Master Zinaldo. Let me help you into some leather. I should point out that it is weird that the game keeps going back to nobody seems to notice how badly this smells. I'm not sure if it was just my upbringing or not, but understanding that different people smell differently is like a thing that kids go through. It's like what I mean is, I have memories of being taught that I shouldn't point out how other people smell. In my mind, I realized that if I don't like how they smell, then they must not smell what I'm smelling, which is not necessarily true, but for a kid, it's the best conclusion I could get. It's not necessarily true, obviously, because they might be able to smell what I'm smelling, and they just like the smell that I'm smelling. But there is also another aspect, which is, your house smells in a way that you're not particularly capable of smelling that, how that house smells like. So if you go to your grandparents' house or something like that, or to your uncle's house or whatever, and it smells in a certain way, you might like it or you might not, but you need to be aware. If you don't like it, you're made aware as a kid that there's something going on, because they don't seem to complain. So this sort of stuff is what kids learn, is what I'm trying to say. Nobody seems to notice. No, you dummy. They're used to the smell. And you know this because you're not a kid. You know that people get used to the smell when they are in the same. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that, right? Everybody knows that you get used to smells when you're in them. It's like the most obvious. It's like the. I think what I'm trying to say is that it's a universal enough aspect of human existence in our world. Like, for you not to learn that, I don't think it's possible. I think you need to not be a person to not learn that different people are capable of smelling different things because they're used to certain smells and not used to others. That's the universally human, is what I mean to say. Come on. Don't be weird with me. Especially in a game that generalizes other things that are not general human experience. Like the what was the other one? It's been a while, though, but this game does generalize other stuff that shouldn't generalize. And now it's not generalizing the fact that people know that smells are relative, in a way. I'm simplifying it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, the master of the workshop hurries to me and says that he wants to put me in some good leather, or into some good leather. Tell me about your crafts. This is where fine Ukachish leather is worked into our unique swamp garments. Sadly, our work is always overshadowed by the fame of Ukatish iron. Yet, I assure you that our leather is unique in its own way. Okay, how is it obtained? Our swamps are full of huge lizards, terrifying snakes, and even the occasional naga. When we hunt them, we make sure to save their skins. They have unique properties. Okay, what are these unique properties? It is usually warm, resistant to water, easy to clean, and well-suited to travel through our swamps. Alas, it has a pervasive odor that can never ever be removed. It is a small price to pay. Again, you wouldn't be able to smell it, so I don't even... It's like the writer doesn't know that they're not... What? No, it doesn't have a pervasive humor. Not humor, although it is a synonym. A pervasive odor. Although, you know, to be fair, he might say that if we were taking this seriously, because people would complain to him about how smelly his leather is, and but he should still be written in a different way. He should say, well, alas, people tell me it smells sort of weird, but you know, they still pay for it. That's all that matters. It is a small price to pay is not a thing he should be saying, because he's not the one paying for it. He's the one selling it. So anyway, you're unusually friendly, you terrible person who is terrible for your people, or too good for your people, rather. It's the opposite. But yeah, just can't help but put more and more jabs. It's like all my dialogue options are somehow either passive-aggressive towards the Ukat, or just generalizing the Ukat as being mean and evil. And he says, for the Ukachis, you mean? Yes, that is what I'm saying. You are awful. All of you. And you are less awful than the others. We are a crude people. See what I mean? It's just, yes, you are all absolutely awful. The worst people in the world. But I am less sensitive to it than others. What? What in the freaking world are you talking about? He's saying we are a crude people, but I am less sensitive to us being a crude people than others are. And because of that, I am more friendly than the rest of the Ukatish, generally speaking. That is what he's saying. What kind of logic goes in your brain? I think he has been eating too much leather. I mean, you think this place smells terrible, right? Yes, I can't help but keep talking about it. Yes, but we need it to make leather, and we need leather to live in the swamps. So why worry about it? Who cares what the Ahriel think? They have a problem with it. They can come here and complain, and I'll deal with them myself. The ramblings of a madman. I have no idea what he's on about. Let me see your wares. I could sell something. That'd be interesting. Although I don't think I need to sell anything. I need to go back home, but that's a different thing. Why didn't I sell the static jade? What was I thinking about that? Oh, because maybe I don't like radiance. Is that what it is? Yeah, because this one is actually pretty good. Plus 5 magical armor is pretty amazing. Let me see your wares. He doesn't sell the green things. Ukatish cap. That is, let's see. It doesn't even say that it's tier armor. So, I mean, it's too cheap anyway. So, tier 1. Yeah, everything sucks. Yeah, I don't need anything. Then enjoy your visit to Chingde. Look past the smell. Yes, the swamp has a beauty all of its own. The implication there being that it's not that they don't notice the smell. Is that they, are willing to smell it. They're willing to smell the smell because of the money that they need. It's very. I don't know. I have no idea. You make your own mind up if you want, dear viewer. You come to your own conclusions, because I can't come to mine. So we got a couple of people that we need to talk to over here in. I don't actually remember the name of the place in here. But we have Bjaran. You have met this man before, have I? He is the huge warrior who rescued you and gave you your invitation when you emerged from Ganelspan. He is not thrilled to see you. He rises. Hello, Prince. I am Bjaran, in case you forgot. I am glad you arrived safely. I forgot his voice, but that's his voice now. Well, thank you for your help with the Ganel. It was the acting lord's order, but you are welcome. He tests a barb on his spear with the tip of his finger. And proceeds to bleed out to death, I assume, or something. I don't know. I'd like to know more about the Ukadish. I had to bring you a massage. I did. I command my warriors, but I am not a teacher. I worry about clan business. His voice is breaking my voice. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Tell me about your clan business. It is not my place to tell you. I follow my orders only. Talk to Conqueror. He was made acting lord of by Lady Brock. Tell me about Lady Brock. She is the true leader of the clan, but she is old. She is in seclusion. Honorable mourning. He's just saying words at me. Sure, absolutely. I'd like to know more about the Ukadish. I had to bring you a massage. I did. Okay. Well, I guess that's that. He works on his spear. And he was saying schlick, 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 which I assume is the sound of his bleeding out. Chinde Artisan. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Master Mender. That's the name of this person. The title and the name of this person. The heat of this foundry is welcome after the chill of the Ukatish fens. Muscular warriors are taking the ore and bog iron of the swamps and turning it into long black strips of proper Ukat metal. And they're warriors. They're not smiths. They're warriors. Under normal circumstances, I would think, oh, that's a really cool idea for a society where they don't have smiths, they have warriors, or vice versa, or it's like it's the same thing for them. No, I think it's just whatever. It's written. I don't think that is a characterization of the Ukatish society. It's just they forgot to change the names. Anyway, then it is worked into twisted weapons of unsettling viciousness. The master of the forge notes your attention and laughs. Ugly, eh? Those blades and spears will make your enemies bleed. As opposed to every other. You shouldn't talk about that like that. You really should not, dude. Like, my God. You might as well be saying they will apply the bleeding effect. They will. You want that, don't you? Do you like to do damage over time? I am Master Mender, he says. Look freely. Our ironcraft is the envy of Sacramentum. Yes, tell me about it. Ukatish iron is unique. We make it into armor, true. But our weapons, they are fine and truly ugly. Because we're awful people. They are the defense of our swamps, and we sell them to others for wealth and prestige. You might think that would be contradictory for us to say, but it isn't. It's magical. It's what that is. Economy rules don't apply, or common sense. Watch all you want. We aren't worried. We have no secrets. You do have secrets. It's the freaking weapons. It's the weapons. If you're apart from common sense, because if you sell the weapons to the enemy, then anyway, because they have it as well. Like, what? You don't have an advantage if your weapons apply bleeding effects and the enemy does as well. It's like you're fighting on common ground. Anyway, you call your own weapons ugly. That is not the first time I see an Ukadish person being absolutely brutal to their own country and society. Weapons shouldn't be beautiful. Our spears are made to cause as much pain and harm as possible to those who abuse the Ukatish. They are made to look like it. To look like they cause as much pain and harm as possible. That's what they are made to look like. Why do you let your rivals have your weapons? Good question. I am surprised that I'm able to ask it. Because we use our barbed spears to defend the Ukat. That does not make sense. That is not an answer. Come into our lands and get a ragged scratch. Scratch. It's a scratch. from our spears, and the infection will finish you because we surely will be dead because our weapons suck. That's why. So you'll die, but before that, we die. Because we lost the fight. That's the infection will kill you, but yeah, the Okatish. Seriously, that's like the infection will finish you. It's like I fight you with tetanus or the coronavirus. I cough at you. I do. Oh boy. He says the Ukatish don't invade other lands. We are the victims of Sacramentum. Yes, but yes, that's why. Yes, that is true. But you don't. That's not the point of your land. You being invaded is the you being a victim, not the freaking insults, because I'm invading you here. I am the what's the name of our place? Haven? Is it Haven? Sacramentum is just the continent. Haven is our empire. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna invade you here. You hear that? So yes. So you are indeed the victims of me, and I don't need any tetanus or coughs or scratches to finish you off. And you have no secrets. There is no secret to how our weapons are crafted. It is just good Ukatish iron, the gift of our sacred land. You can't steal that. No, I can. I absolutely can. It's easier to get your iron than to get your weapons. It is... whatever. He doesn't have to be right at everything. Mostly because he's wrong at most of it. I'd like to not... Oh, actually, I would like to see your rares, and I can sell some stuff. So we have an Ukatish Sale, Tier 1. Tier 2 Ukatish Breastplate, Tier 2 Weapon, Tier 1 Weapon. Yeah, it's all bad things. Let us look at it, though, just to make sure. So I have a Tier 2 Weapon over here. But that's a two-handed weapon. Yeah, we don't do that. I don't need anything. Then you, excuse me, then I wish you a good day, outsider. Travel safe through our dirty land. But not dirty in the nice way. It's in the bad way, because we're bad. We're Ukatish people. My god, I don't, Is it wrong of me to say that the Ukatish as a whole is written worse on many aspects, not just the subtext, than the rest of the game? Am I wrong in saying that? Am I being unfair here? Because the subtext, yes, it is awful. But it's also the fact that their sentence. First off, half of the stuff they say doesn't even make sense, and the rest of the other half of it is not factual. Like the swamps being cold or the bogs making iron. But I guess it can be magical, so you can hand wave that away as just magic, just whatever. We need to go to east. We need to leave this place. But the thing is, like, their sentence structures and all that sort of stuff, it's like, it's very much that little cadency thing where it's forward sentences with periods, period. You know what I'm talking about? It's just, I don't know. It feels really weird. Because it's not, it just feels really weird. So, to the east we go. And we need to get in so we can hear the lovely flutes being like, flutu. That wasn't the note. I'm sorry. I'm bad. I didn't do the note properly. We got some people over here. Hello, people. They don't talk to me. Okay, let's go. So where are we going? We are going to High Lovo. No, we're not. We're going northeast to the Home Warden. We also have Nagafin over here. And we do need to go there because of Torvik and his advice. Typical Torvik. You are entering the most civilized, densely settled and of the Ukatish lands. The implication here being that the more densely settled you are, the more civilized you are, which is not right. But it is it's not correct. It's, I mean, if that is your notion of civilization, then that is your notion of civilization. But sentences like this, they don't really tell you as much about the land as you'd think, but they do tell you about the people who write it. So this is definitely for somebody like Jeff, who comes from Haven, and for sure Haven is probably densely populated. Isn't it like a really small city-state sort of situation? The capital of the empire. I don't remember exactly, but it kind of sounds like it. Anyway, the soil here is adequate for decent crops, not the indecent ones in the other side. And there are farms everywhere. For once, your passage doesn't cause huge notice. Important clan leaders and ambassadors pass through here all the time. Which is weird, because it's the most remote area of the... they're specifically... What? Okay, so this is the most remote land of the country, and they're passing through here. They're not here. They're not just living here. They're passing through here. As opposed to the rest of the place where they would have to pass through. I mean, I suppose they could come through water. Maybe that is what the implication is here. Or not. Anyway, important clan leaders and ambassadors pass through here all the time, heading north to Home Warren and the king of the Ukatish. Okay, so no mention of a boat, and also heading north from the south. Sure. A shadow passes over you. Like, literally, a shadow does. You look up and see a dragon. Not a drake. A full-size dragon. This is very important. The distinction here. It's not a worm. It's not a wyvern. It's a dragon. A full-size dragon. Awesomely imposing. This gets the attention of the farmers. The dragon does, not this. It gets the... Because this would be me looking up and seeing a dragon. Which might be what the farmers are having attention. No, it is. It gets the attention of the farmers. When it appears, they run for cover. The dragon doesn't care about them, I assume. Maybe it doesn't care that they run for cover? Maybe it doesn't care that they run. Or that, doesn't care about the cover. But if it doesn't care about the cover, then this is like internet speech. It's like, I don't care. But you just leave what... Anyway, you can tell who it is looking for. Oh, he doesn't care about them. Good. It's not internet speech. It circles over you once, twice, 3 times. Thrice. Although 3 times is probably better. Then, as you start to wonder who will speak at your funeral... Funny. It flies off to the southeast. No, I'm specifically going to the southeast because I'm going to eat some dragon for breakfast today. I am going to do these things that I speak of. There's a lot of farms, indeed. It's just mostly lettuce patches. Or... Is that lettuce? That looks like lettuce, but it could be like cabbage. Because it could also look, it also looks like cabbage. There are several Ukatish guards packing up camp here. They were guarding the path to the south. Now they are leaving. Quickly. With the periods. Every time. It is weird. When they see you, they huddle and whisper to each other for a minute. Finally, the head runner approaches. Stop! I have to warn you. I need no warnings. They are surprised. What? Oh, well, fine. I guess. Good luck. Keep going south. It's all fine. They finish packing up and leave. Being portrayed by the game is actively wanting me to die. Not... I assume because I said that I need no warnings, and they're like, what? A person who needs no warnings? That is the worst thing for the Ukatish. In our culture, people who need no warnings are the worst people. So, yes, please go and get yourself killed by this dragon. I assume that's what they were being portrayed as. But we're out of time for the day, so we're going to have to continue with the dragon in the next episode. For right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Queen's Wish. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.